So why can't I get a job interview, I hear you ask? In this video, I'm going to give you 5 reasons that you're not getting a job interview by telling you what goes on behind the scenes of the recruitment process. Hi, my name's Carolyn Brown, and I'm a career coach and the founder of the Straight to Shortlist Challenge. Now, in the Straight to Shortlist Challenge, I teach my clients how to avoid recruiters and get themselves to the top of the shortlist so they can find a great job a whole lot faster. In a former life, I was a recruitment consultant for 2 large agencies and a large corporation. So I know what goes on behind the scenes in the recruitment process and how recruiters shortlist and how recruiters look at your resume. Now I'm going to tell you what's really going on behind the scenes when you send your resume off for a job. Because if you don't know this, you can waste a whole lot of time on the wrong job search strategy and the wrong job search tactic. You can end up being really frustrated and you can end up giving up. Now make sure you stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to give you a free roadmap which will help you avoid a lot of the pain that recruiters put you through. Now while you're watching this video, I'd really love it if you shared in the comments below any frustration you have with the job search or recruitment process so I can make some videos that will help. So let's just assume that you are applying for jobs that you believe you're well qualified for. Here's what's actually happening behind the scenes in the recruitment process that's getting in your way. So the first reason that you're not getting a job interview is that the recruiter is only spending 6 seconds reading your resume. Yep, you heard that correctly. 6 seconds according to the research. So you spend hours on your resume. You watch all those how-to videos on how to create a great resume. You follow all the recruiter's instructions on how to apply for a job. You read all the articles and all the blogs possible. You spend hours on your resume and the recruiter only spends 6 seconds glancing at it. That fact alone should piss you off. But let's move on to reason number 2 that you're not getting a job interview. So reason number 2 is the recruiter doesn't believe that you fit their brief. Now this sounds really obvious, but please hear me out. You're most likely to be successful in applying for a job online if you're applying for a job that's similar to the job that you're currently doing or most recently doing. If you're not, if you want to step up, if you want to change your career, if you want to come back from a career break, if you want to return to a job that you previously loved, or if you don't have local experience, it's less likely that you'll get an interview applying for a job online. And that's because the recruiter has to guess a little bit about how you'll fit, and they're just not that great at doing that. Which brings me to reason number 3 that you're not getting a job interview. Even if you do have strong recent experience, you are competing against hundreds of people just like you. Because it's so easy to apply for a job online, that's the way that most people apply for jobs. It may be that you have exactly the right experience for the job, but you're missing out because you can't be found among the hordes of other people applying for a job. The thing that most people don't realize is that outside of government, recruiters don't have to look at all resumes that come through. They rarely look at the entire pile of resumes and systematically sort through to find the best candidate. When they find enough people that fit the brief, they stop looking. They do this thing called satisficing. That means when they get to their quota of satisfactory resumes, that will suffice. So here's the 4th reason that you're not getting a job interview if you've applied online. And this is the dirty little secret of the recruitment industry. You've applied for one job, but it's actually another. It's not the job that you think it is. So why do I say this? Well, many job advertisements are really badly written. Often, instead of the job advertisement describing what you'll do every day, which would be really helpful, you'll just get a list of the accountabilities and the skills you require to do the job. It can be really confusing because often you can't tell which is the most important skill or experience that you need to demonstrate. So you can end up thinking that the job is one thing and addressing the wrong requirement. And here's another big thing to think about. Recruiters will always complain about the quality of applicants that they receive, but rarely do they do this one thing. Which brings me to the 5th reason that's really hard to get an interview if you're applying for a job online. Rarely will you be able to talk to the recruiter. Recruiters make it really hard for you to talk to them about the job that you're applying for. They're really hard to get a hold of. It's almost the number 1 complaint that I hear from my clients. So if you can't get good information about the job, it's really hard to know whether you should apply for the job, and you can end up applying for the wrong job. If I had $1 for the number of times that I saw a recruiter's name at the bottom of a job advertisement. And I had another $1 for the number of times that my clients have said, I tried the number, but I couldn't get through, or I've left a message and I've not heard back. I'd be a really rich woman. Like I said, if you can't speak to someone about the job, it's really difficult to know if that's the job that you should be applying for. It's really difficult to clarify what are the important skills that you're supposed to be demonstrating. And you can end up wasting your time. So now you have some ideas about, despite having a fantastic resume, you're finding it really hard to get a job interview. I've got something special to offer you. Finding a way to get your resume in the hands of a decision maker, not the recruiter, is a far more effective and empowering way to find a job. So why do I say this? Well, the research shows that employers trust people that are recommended to them far more so than they trust recruiters or they trust resumes that they receive online. In general, they believe that employers that are recommended directly to them stay longer, are more productive, and are a better fit for their organisation. And they love the fact that they can cut down on recruitment costs if they don't have to advertise a job. So here's my special offer, and the good news is it's totally free. I've developed a 5-step process that helps you get straight to shortlist and helps you stop relying on recruiters and applying online. It's a process many people have used in the Straight to Shortlist Challenge to get job interviews that they wouldn't have gotten, that they wouldn't have been considered for if they just relied on applying online. Download my 5-step roadmap to help you get straight to shortlist and avoid all that pain of going through recruiters. I've put a link in the description below. So I really hope you found this video to be insanely useful. If you like what you see, please give us a thumbs up. If you like what you see and you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.